What's poppin', everybody? It's your boy Nobi. I'm out here chilling with Mach 6, hanging out at Viv Studios. We're about to get into the Million Dollar Ganja Chronicles.
That's why you seem stressed. Whoa, I lift people up, it does not matter where I go. I went down to hell and I prevailed and now it's pros. I do not need ice upon my neck to know.
Welcome back to the show. This is the Million Dollar Ganja Chronicles. I'm your host, Adam Perez, and today I'm sitting here with a poetic master, lyricist on the mic, and Eastern Washington legend, Nobi. Man, how are you doing? How's your Saturday afternoon going so far?
Damn, bro, you set me up great. Saturday is good. It's a good day in the WA, you know?
Nice,
Happy to be here.
Definitely,
Thanks for having me.
Kind of to start this, I wanted to go back to last Saturday at Barboza. We obviously got to meet you there for the first time, shoot your set. Loaded roster of dope artists around the area. First set seeing you in person, and bro, you killed that straight up. Like, from being, no cameras around, like just being open and honest, like being able to see like the energy you like gave out to the stage, where you're kind of just like really rapping your ass off and putting every like effort and energy into everything you're saying. It shows you really like mean it, and like you're really just like trying to cater it towards the audience going. So I kind of want to ask for you, first question off rip, I guess, being in front of audiences and being able to perform and kind of giving them like your personalized message from many of your songs. How is that energy for you, just like being able to perform in general?
Oh man, it's the best. It's the best. Thank you, first and foremost.
Yeah, of course.
I'm constantly reminded on stage that I no longer am in my early 20s and stopped playing sports a long time ago. But I have a great time up there. Performing on stage reinforces your why, at least for me. I'll speak for me. And the reason why I make music is there's something cathartic about like spending hours, days, months, years on songs and then getting to play them very, very loud. Definitely, in front of people that are excited, willing, and ready to hear your music. And it's really the best. I really enjoy like crafting a set that provides an experience that's different from what you listen to on Spotify or Apple Music. Like I feel like if you wanted to just listen to my music, you could just go do that, like
Definitely,
with some headphones or some speakers. And so when you come to the show, I want you to walk away with a different kind of feeling, like, oh my God, like Nobi killed that. I never heard that song that way, kind of a thing. And at Barboza, we definitely did that.
Yeah, because I from the set list, I could tell you pulled from a lot of different years of Nobi's music and discography. So props to you on that. One thing I did happen to notice was the performance. Was that your first time performing in 2/4 freestyle?
Yeah.
That was dope. Yeah.
Yeah. It was the day before the song came out.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I was going to say, so latest single that dropped, featuring your brother Topp, right?
Mm-hmm.
How is it kind of being able to freaking make music and be in the same scope with all your siblings and very talented artists out of the Washington area, and just being able to hop on each other's songs and collaborate on projects, help with videos and all that?
That song in particular was wild because I was in here chilling, and I had like a session cancellation or a delay or something like that, and I had like 2 hours to just like kill. And so I was like, oh fuck it, I'm gonna make a beat, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I made the beat. I don't even know if I like wrote shit down that day. I just like would like punch in, punch out kind of a thing until the track was flushed out, and then turned some knobs, made it sound like kind of shiny, and then I was like, I'm gonna send it to Topp like 10 minutes before my session, and then boom, emailed it to him, sent him a text, and then I had a session, like a 3-hour session, and by the end of the session I had the file back, and I was like, damn.
Yeah.
For me, Topp and Yel, who is my sister, we're all actively in the music industry, actively pursuing careers as recording artists and performers, entertainers. And we all kind of like took our own path, and now we're circling back, reuniting with each other musically, trying to collab more, now that we all have like our own motion, our own traction. And that's been really, really fun, like just getting to like cross brand with them. And like the chemistry is tight, bro. I'm really excited to start performing with them, because that's going to be like the wave.
Yeah, when you told me that those were your siblings at Barboza, I was pretty shook, because like just going through your music, I can obviously, you like have made several songs together with each person. I was like, oh, who are these other artists? And then when you told me that your siblings, I was mind blown. So that's really cool. Just like be able to grow up with that, and like you said, kind of branch out, do your own thing, and then really come back and like vibe together and be able to perform. I would love to see some Yel, Topp, and NOBI sets in the near future for sure.
Yeah. So Topp had one. He dropped an album called Life's Crazy last year. It's 2024 now. Yeah. So he dropped Life's Crazy last year, went crazy, went on tour, and then our hometown, Tri-Cities, Eastern Washington, he threw a show there, and I was there, Yel was there, and so we had a chance to like all perform, and I think I can speak for all of us. Like the energy there was wild. So we're definitely trying to like bottle that up and take that on the road more.
Yeah, definitely. That'd be really cool to see. Speaking of energy, with the song with 2-4 Freestyle, you're talking about like, yo, if you guys are hating us like now, just keep hating us. You know what I mean?
Facts.
Like, what's the energy you're kind of bringing into 2024 with that?
Exactly that.
Cool.
We've been dope a long time. We've been slept on a long time. And like, if you had some shit to say last year, the year before that, now that we popping off, I don't want to get a DM asking for a session. I don't want to get a DM asking for a verse. I don't want to get a DM asking for a ticket, like just keep the same goofy ass energy that you had in 2023 and before now. Cause like motion this year for sure.
So, like you said, being from Tri-Cities, Richland to be more specific? Or?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Kind of all of them, but I went to Hanford High, which is in Richland.
Cool. Okay. Yeah, being there, I'm not too aware of kind of what goes down out there. I've never been for myself. I don't know how much like a music impact the city is, but from what I've read and from what I've heard and learned, you guys definitely making a huge impact out there, and really throughout your whole lives have been able to kind of foster like a strong music community out there. So kind of being from Tri-Cities, and like how has that experience became like one big roundabout circle,
Ooh, that's a great question. Washington is one of the most diverse states out of all the states, because we got like mountains, we got desert, we got rivers, we got the ocean, we got like every geographical thing that you could think of. We probably have some form of it. And Eastern Washington is not Seattle. It's dry as fuck. There's tumbleweeds. The tumbleweeds there get so bad, they like fucking like collab together and like create Tumblegeddon, which is like when they take over the highway and like you just can't drive because there's a wall of tumbleweeds. Like,
it's that big. I can't
Google
really,
Tumblegeddon. That shit is crazy.
Definitely.
One of the only times we made the news was for Tumblegeddon. There's like all of these just like strange, small towny, like Courage the Cowardly Dog ass like environments. And that's where I'm from. So artistically though, people that like love art, love to sing, love to dance, love to paint, whatever their jam is, like we group together because there's so few of us. And it's like we have art pockets,
Yeah.
So there's a lot of people from Eastern Washington that you'd be surprised. Just a weird little art hub where like we make our shit and then we leave because we hate it there. And then we come back and we're all like, oh yeah, you made it out, man. Congratulations, Or people stay there. It's getting better. It's growing. They have like a pho restaurant there now. That's pretty tight.
Diversity, baby.
Culture.
Culture, let's go.
Yeah. It's been really cool, like seeing people expand and then re-encountering them 200, 300, 400 miles away sometimes. I think that's pretty incredible. And not even just Tri-Cities, but Spokane as well.
Being siblings with Yel and Topp, it sounds like you came from a very, very musically inclined family. Was there any like kind of friendly competition growing up around, that verse like sucked, like I'm better here,
we
blah,
still
blah,
do
blah.
that.
Even with your pops?
Yeah, so my dad is a rapper. So like people play catch with their dad. I was writing 16s with mine. So Topp and Yel's dad is my stepdad. He married my mom.
Cool. Yeah.
And so my stepdad and my mom, they were a jazz duo. And so they would do like wineries and like They would like play sets like at the park in Tri-Cities and things like that.
Yeah.
And so we were integrated into music super early. Like my grandma sang gospel for a long time. She turned down a Motown career to like be a mom.
Wow.
Like my aunt is producer, engineer, like it's like mad deep, right?
Yeah, that's awesome that everyone's just in tune with it.
Mm-hmm. And damn, what was the question, bro? I got lost in the family dynamics.
Just kind of like friendly competition within
yes.
the family
yeah.
and stuff
So
the siblings.
I've told this story a couple times now. Like their dad, my stepdad, was OD about the studio, bro. Like it was not like we could just like be in the studio. Like it was like super, like you gotta grind your way to like, you gotta find your voice and like practice. And like when you get up on this microphone, everything gotta be right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like
He was strict about it then, huh?
he was not Joe Jackson, but he was mad strict. You know what I'm saying? So when we first started like seriously wanting to record, I don't know, around like 7, 8, maybe. Me and Yel and Topp.
That young?
Super young.
I feel like you don't really hear about like starting that
Super
young.
young.
Like
I
7,
think-
8 is really young.
I think we recorded our first song at 8 or 9.
that's awesome.
So we were like, yo, we want to record. And so he was like, all right, let me hear it. And then we like did it, and he was like, nah. And we were like, what? And he was like, all right, y'all go back to the room. You go in that corner, you go in that corner, you go in that corner, and just practice your verse and find your voice. You need to find your voice. You haven't found it yet.
Wow.
Bruh, it was OD. We did that shit for like weeks, like a long time before like one day he was probably just like, we like bugged him to the point where he was like, fuck it. All right, fine.
Yeah.
He just instilled in us very early that like you have to work to sound the way you want to, you know, like you have to put a lot of time, energy, effort into like learning your voice and understanding your voice.
Definitely, yeah.
And it's okay if something doesn't hit, and you shouldn't have to like tiptoe around like telling somebody that, especially if you care about them. So too long didn't read to answer your question. There was a lot of back and forth, like, no, I think that's whack. Oh no, that's kind of corny. That's super dope, like kind of vice versa.
Yeah.
And that just kind of is what it is. I feel like that spirit in hip hop needs to stay to make it fresh.
Agreed, yeah.
Mhm.
It's that mom mentality like you mentioned earlier.
Come on.
That's cool though. You really built like a foundation like in all three of you. It sounds where it's just like, yeah, really find your voice, and like if you really want to get something out of this in the future, you got to really work towards it.
Yeah.
That's applicable to like a lot of things too. I mean, that's life, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's cool. Okay, one of the coolest things I like about you and all your music is that you were literally in a rap duo with your dad.
Yeah.
Is it Shao Sosa?
Shao Sosa, like Shaolin, yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. I think that was one of the coolest things to be able to even just walk in the booth and like spit bar for bar with your pops and be able to make tracks and stuff.
Or record him. That shit's crazy.
Oh yeah, no, literally, like that's gotta be so fun. What kind of Lone Wolf and Cub? What kind of is the name of the duo? Sorry. What kind of like prompted that? It was just because like wanting to pursue that and being able to kind of, you know, have fun with it.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna lie. Like he was kind of like, you got to walk your own path. Like I'm not gonna just like give you access to, like you got to figure it out yourself.
Yeah.
You know.
Was he rapping? Has he been rapping for a long time?
So dad, high key, if I'm giving him all his flowers, is one of the pioneers of Eastern Washington hip hop.
Awesome.
He was making music with a dude named Porky, who had the first label, I think label period, like for sure the first hip hop label, but I think label period in Tri-Cities. They made a lot of noise, played a lot of shows, turned a lot of functions out in the early 90s when like before rapping had like the stigma to it, you know, like if you were a rapper back then, people would be like, wow, that's crazy. Now it's like, oh, what do you do for real, you know?
Yeah.
But not back then. Yeah. One day I just like, I think I sent him a verse. He was like, word, I'm gonna get on it. Like years later, that became Lone Wolf and Cub, the title track on the album.
Yep.
Like I think we wrote that song 3 or 4 years before it came out. It was to like a beat on YouTube. and then we got a new beat, and then we got another new beat after that because the old beat expired. I can't remember what happened.
And this is the very first song that you guys like made together then?
I think so, yeah.
Cool.
I think so. Lone Wolf and Cub, that's like where our origins started. We wanted to be like fucking kung fu, microphone swinging, renegade, Ronin, like just like bar heavy, like in the vein of Golden Era for sure.
Yeah, and I see that for sure on listening to the tracks and stuff. And it's really cool.
I appreciate that. Basically, last year was the 5-year anniversary of Lone Wolf and Cub.
Yep.
And the expansion pack was a bunch of our favorite remixes from songs on the project, and one new song, Two Kitchens. And for me, it was full circle, like being able to have Pops come through here and like being able to like record him and engineer him the way I think that he should sound was like a full circle healing moment for me. That's cool, like, yeah. I'm not gonna lie, I had a lot of like trepidation towards having him in the studio because like I didn't want to have him come to the studio and sound whack.
That's
you know
fair,
what I'm saying? Like I want you to sound
like Pops, that is not it, bro. That
you know,
not it.
And really it's me. I'm like, I want to make sure I can engineer you to where you like it, you know?
Yeah.
Maybe it's like imposter syndrome or something, but like it took a long time for me to be like, all right, roll through.
That's cool, yeah.
Yeah.
Pixels, I was going to mention that song.
Mm-hmm.
You guys are referencing NBA Jam, Battlefront, Mortal Kombat, freaking a bunch of just dope video games. What were some of like your growing up, your go-to video games?
Oh my God, bro. Metal Gear Solid 2 melted my little 9-year-old mind. Like, I love like the super like I'm a spy, I'm sneaking around, people can't see me. I'm like a modern ninja.
Yeah.
Exactly, bro. I eat that shit up. So my favorite video games are Metal Gear. The Metal Gear series is great. The Splinter Cell series is great. Where is Splinter Cell? I would love a new Splinter Cell. Damn.
Yeah.
Okay.
I gotta do my research. I'll do my research.
So, you know Tom Clancy?
Yeah.
It's a Tom Clancy game about a super spy.
Okay. Also reference on the track too. So yeah.
Yeah. Rainbow Six. That's like one of my favorite ones. I played Siege like the day it came out till like a couple months ago. I was finally like, I can't play this shit anymore.
That's a long time though.
Bro,
I
like
actually hopped on that a couple months ago too, and I was playing. It's very
fun.
It's fun. It's sweaty.
It's mad sweaty.
Yeah,
I love like the tactical, like you have one life, like use it well kind of games as well. And then I'm super big into like sci-fi RPGs. So the Mass Effect series is one of my favorites. I played the fuck out of Skyrim and Fallout. Like, I play a lot of video games, bro. Nice. I'm not gonna lie. Right now I'm on Apex and Mortal Kombat.
Apex Legends?
Yeah.
I had a run with that too. With that being said, what is the greatest console of all time in your opinion?
Oh, I forgot. Smash Bros.
Classic as well, yeah.
Smash Bros might be my favorite game, bro.
Of all time, think?
Yeah. Best console? Probably the 360, bro. I was a big 360 fan. 360, and then I think the best startup was the PlayStation 2. Like hearing the sound, that was tight.
Favorite Sith versus favorite Jedi?
Oh shit, bro. Okay. So I feel like my life in Star Wars has already peaked because Kenobi and Darth Vader have fought already.
Yeah.
In the Kenobi show. That was like peak life for me. That's all I wanted for so long. So that is like my favorite fight that's happened. But I would also... That's such a tough question, bro.
There's a lot of good ones out there.
I love to see Ahsoka and Darth Maul fight. I think that would be a dope ass fight. Yeah, I think I'm gonna stand with that. Ahsoka and Darth Maul would be tough.
Okay, I can see that. Yeah, I went through that whole Kenobi show just waiting for that one scene too at the end. Bruh. It paid off. It was so sick.
Like there was like a gang of us. We watched the show together. We had like our fucking like wholesome like bro day where like everyone would come over, we cook food and watch Kenobi.
Yeah.
And at the end we were like standing up screaming at the television, bro.
Yeah, that shit was epic, yeah.
Peak TV for me.
I got a song quiz for you too. Or lyric quiz, sorry.
Ooh.
But before we do that, I kind of want to talk about this guy right here. Fulminate the Album, obviously on vinyl. Making this, it seemed like kind of a whole culmination. Like I felt like before I knew you, before I met you, I listened to this a couple
Damn.
times through, and I felt like I knew a lot about you.
Wow.
This I feel was just like a very like you killed this shit. It's very
Thank you.
You talk about a lot of real life experiences of what you've been through, also like touching on stuff from like, you know, your perspective through like racism, capitalism, a lot of other dope things to, you know, be able to rap about. You know, culminating this, dropped in 2020, culminating this and kind of picking the songs, picking your features, the different production styles and stuff. How is that process, and like what does this kind of mean to you? Is kind of my ultimate question, I would say.
It's funny how albums can like change over time. This album taught me so much. We started this album in like 2015.
Wow.
And we put it out in 2020. So maybe 2016, I think. I think it took about 4 years. And at first, like, I didn't go into it like thinking like we had an album. Like, we were just recording. There was a lot of shit going on at the time. Trayvon Martin, and we found that like way later we were talking about the same things, and that kind of inspired the concept. And so we got like 3 or 4 songs into Fulminate and realized, okay, like maybe we there's like a story we want to tell. It taught me a lot. It taught me about my voice, how I want to use my voice, and just also like how to write a narrative, and also like maybe if you want to put something out, like be ambitious, but like have like completable objectives. I think this album sat for a long time because there was just so much we wanted to do, and we wanted it to be so perfect that like it could have come out earlier, I will say. And it was an incredible experience. It's the first album I've ever gotten on vinyl. It was at the top of the Seattle Times at one point, at the top of a lot of people's lists regionally in 2020. And the vinyl sales off of this album have given me more than any merch or like show sell or payout from
That's awesome,
a venue.
man. That's really cool.
Yeah, so it's kind of like the gift that keeps on giving. I'm at the point where like I've heard it so many times I could like never hear it again.
That's fair, I guess.
But I'm very, very thankful for it, and thankful for the people that helped make it happen.
Like I said, I'd very recommend everyone to go and at least give it one time full through listen, because like I said, it really does paint this awesome narrative that, yeah, man, it's really cool just to listen to all the different messages and themes in it as well.
For sure.
However, it did drop in 2020, so it's 2024, and we're looking for a somewhat new NOBI album soon, hopefully.
Y'all gonna hear a lot from me this year. I'm dropping once a month for the entire year.
Nice. Love to hear that.
And yeah, you will get an album from me sometime in the summer. That's really all I can say about it. It's going to be wildly different. It will be a NOBI that nobody has really heard yet, which is exciting. We're going to bend a lot of genres, which is exciting. I don't know what it is about 4 years, but about every 4 years I put an album out, it seems like. And this is another one where I'm just so excited to get it out and to share it with folks.
All right, yeah, we'll definitely be right there listening. So excited to hear that and see what's coming next. So we're gonna test your knowledge on some of these lyrics from Fulminate. However,
ooh, okay.
So I know it's been a while, but I got some here that we're gonna quiz you on. It's gonna be kind of like a finished lyric segment. So I'm gonna give you half of your lyric, all from songs off the album.
Okay.
And we'll see if you finish it. I got 4 here. I'm not sure if you will get these. We'll see.
Oh, I've never had a question like this. This is dope.
All
Let's
right.
play.
Here we go. First one. We got, oh my God, it's so wrong. For every blooming flower.
There's a snake in the garden.
Bang. All right. All right. 1 for 1. That's coming off New Chains.
Mm-hmm.
Second one here. When a little truth get to speaking, all they care about is.
When a little truth get to speaking, all they care about is getting faded on the weekend.
Bang.
Yeah.
Okay. We got 2 for 2. That's
Shout out to Shayhan.
Yeah,
question.
that's off 1 coming off of Shayon. This is all right. I love this. You're actually hitting these. We didn't know. Okay. Third one. Hold it. My body's frozen. Heart stolen. I want so much money now.
Body's frozen, heart stolen. I want so much money now that I wouldn't know how to fold it. Fuck.
God damn. All right, Bing, got it. 3 for 3. Also off one. Last one. Here we go to go perfect. Perfect. 100% from the field. All these ounces of an amount that never amount to much and a.
All these ounces of an amount that never amount. Ooh, shit. Say it one more time.
All these ounces of an amount that never amount to much.
Oh my God.
And
bro. I know the song too. It is a song that I don't think I've ever performed.
What's the song?
Not Hold Your Head. It's after Hold Your Head. Oh my God, bro. It's towards the end of the album. It's the song about faith. Place My Faith.
Yep, that's the song.
All these ounces of I don't know that one. What is that? Damn.
All these ounces of an amount that never amount to much and 1,000 mountains crowded above.
Damn. I'm kind of nice, bro.
Nah, for real, man. That's why we picked these ones too, because these are like,
yeah, that's Place My Faith.
Damn. All right, 3 for 4 is pretty solid. I was I felt like there was some on here that were harder than others, but
dang, bro,
yeah,
I gotta run the album back.
No, you're good. Real quick, NOBI And The FORCE. What kind of, moving on in the future, what kind of like music are you guys aiming to create? What type of, can we expect some shows coming up? What are you guys pushing through with that?
We are a psychedelic soul band. Psychedelic soul band rooted in hip hop. If we were to describe our sound, it would be that we are genre chameleons. So you really don't know what genre the song is.
I like that, yeah.
And we pride ourselves on crafting seamless transitions into just like creating beautiful moments on stage. We have a lot planned for NOBI And The FORCE. I would jump on the train now because
we're on.
Like I'm talking to them. Y'all got to jump on the train too. And it's going to be a beautiful ride. Every show is completely different. The people I'm playing with, Ernie Ashwood, Craig Cinderick, Juan Salinas, Oz, and MD, like, and Kirill. Oh my gosh. They're like, listening to them like play songs that I've made in like completely different ways, like fucks me up on the regular, bro. Like listening to live interpretations of music they're just like assassins, bro. They're like they're hitters. Every one of them are just like so good. And I'm very thankful to like just share space with them on stage. And it makes for a dope ass show.
Yeah, we got a little hint of it at the Black and Loud Fest last summer, and definitely one of my favorite sets from the night. You were going crazy on this like mic vocalization type thing, and we got a clip of that I'll throw in, but that was super sick. And I could tell, you guys were ripping it up there, and it was fire ass energy to see live. So definitely interested in seeing more shows in the future with that.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, come check us out.
Okay, we'll wrap it up from here. The last kind of thing I like to close out with is kind of word of the wise, message to the youth, message to the kids out there, the people overall. If you just had to give some, I don't know, words of courage out there, some life lesson or piece of advice, what are you telling the folks?
Okay. If you are a young creative, which one am I? I'm gonna do this one. If you are a young creative and you want to make music and like be a star, understand this. You cannot have a team full of point guards. If everyone on your team is a point guard, you're going to be pointless. You won't have a team. Understand, if you want to play point guard, then you need video people. You need social media people. You need producers. You need engineers. You don't be friends, but do not have a team full of other people that want to play your position. That doesn't make sense. And the earlier you get that, the further you will go.
Fire.
Yeah, I love that.
Fire, yeah.
Not everybody can be the point guard.
Of course, want to say thank you, bro. We are so excited to see what, from here it takes us with you and seeing more sets of yours and more of the NOBI And The FORCE and more tracks, more albums to come. So thank you for coming, sitting with me today, bro, and having a conversation. And I'm, just really grateful for it, bro.
Oh, man, I appreciate y'all, man.
Bro.
This is dope.
thank you so much for watching. Million Dollar Ganja Chronicles. Go subscribe, all that jazz, please. We love the support. We love y'all. Trying to grow out here, but yeah, thank you, and we'll close it out. So shout out Nobi, shout out Mach 6, shout out everyone involved. Thank you, love you all.
Do not tell us that we dope, little bitch, we already know. If you was mad at 23, then you gon' head as 24. It does not mean a thing to me because the victory is close. We gon' let them know, we gon' let them know.
In 2024, if you had the shit together, you gon' meet